De la right, my MVVs, welcome.
They said Ikpi was running helter-skelter. Ikpi was saddened. Ikpi was shouting that she was going to confess. She was going to confess, that she was going to confess. She was going to state how, the people that were involved in that Ibadan drama, the people that took part, the part that they played in that drama, that Ikpi said she was going to confess. Now, why did she confess? She confessed, she started, thinking of confessing after something went wrong again. The Sedikbi was running all over the place, saying that Pa Alakija, they know the man is always there in the palace. They say Pa Alakija was one of them and called so many other people's names while she was running up and down. They say the night of horror when all palace lamps went out and shadows crawled the ceiling. Ooni of Ifes, a lot of them were crying. Even elders were saying Ooni of Ife had left them to buy, and they said gospel started shouting that this was a deliberate act, that Kabiyesi is doing this deliberately for them to leave the palace. They said it was a normal night too, where most people were in their apartment trying to recover from the chaos of the previous days. The wives especially, they said, Ikpi, Ebony, had been on edge since Ogunjai's attack began. But at least the lamps in the corridors and courtyard gave them some comfort. They could still see their surroundings. Around midnight, without warning, every lamp in the palace went out at once. It was like the usual power outage where one or two flickers we just some lights will go off and will not come on again, maybe because of power current and all of that. They said this one wasn't like that. It was sudden and total. Even the small oil lamps placed in the elders' quarters went out as though something had blown every, flame and disconnected every line. Darkness took over instantly. For a few seconds, everyone froze, expecting the light to come back. Instead, there was a strange, heavy silence. The kind that makes you feel like you are, being watched. Then the noises began crashing against walls, the sounds of footsteps moving fast but with no one visible. They said Ikpi felt like fainting. At this time, they said Gospel was also in her own chamber, sitting near the window when she saw something that made her heart race across the ceiling. Above her head, a shadow was crawling. It's, moments where, you could just see, like somebody's deliberately trying to hurt you. In the confusion, people ran out of their apartment. They clutched to each other in the pitch darkness, feeling their way through the corridor. Several of them stumbled and fell, knocking over stools and small tables. Ebony tripped on the edge of her wrapper and hit her knee against a door frame. Now, it's important to understand that this thing here is not randomly attacking the entire palace. It's not randomly attacking the entire palace. Now, how it's not randomly attacking the entire palace? They say when people will run out of their apartments and, to come and hear, when something happens, people will be screaming because of fear. And palace, a lot of people there, they're interested in, what is happening to each other, what's happening to this and all of that. Now, if you scream and come out, people will come out to come and find out what is going on with you. At least palace guards and all of that, they will come out. Then they say when these people come out now, they begin to share their experiences inside the apartment. Others will be wondering what's going on. They don't even know what is going on, not like it's a random attack. They said things became so bad in the palace, such that they said, at one point, a loud bang came from the direction of the main hall, followed by the sound of something very heavy dragging across the floor. That was what Ikpi said she heard, that made some of, that made Ikpi scream even louder. They say gospel voice cut through everything else as she shouted, Kabiyesi has left us here to cry. You know that at this time, Kabiyesi had already gone to Lagos to attend that event, Dudo Yemi's event in Lagos that was happening. They said that was when gospel started crying that Kabiyesi carried Naomi and went and kept in the UK, carried Elizabeth and kept safe and left them here to buy because they are not people's children, that it is not fair. Now, the reason why you say Kabiyesi is not bothered about this, you realize that Oletik is in the same palace. Yes, she's in the same palace with her children. Why is Oletik not running helter-skelter, crying, this one is pursuing me, that one is pursuing me? She has not seen anything. Nothing is going to her. Nothing is affecting her. Now, they all know that the reason why this thing is coming after these women is because they have stuff that they are hiding, that they have not spoken out. That was when Ikpi started shouting that she's going to confess, that she will confess. That Pa Alakija was the one who, that they should not be putting everything on her. That even if she has certain information, that she does not know anything. Sorry. That Pa Alakija is the one that they should ask. Yes, the Ibadan thing. The only thing she did was to press button for them not to release Olori Naomi. But she was not the one who masterminded it. That they should call gospel and find out what happened. That everybody feels like she is the one, and that is why they are projecting Ogunjaye on her. Meanwhile, Ogunjaye is attacking 3 people. Among the wife of the Ooni of Ife, Ogunjaye is going for Ebony. Oh, it's Ebony. Ebony's attack is terrible. Then Ikpi, you see, is Ogunjaye even attacking them? No, it's just showing them that he is there. He comes to them, give them sign and all of that. They said that was when Ikpi started crying and saying, yes, she knows something, that she's only ready to speak to Kabiyesi. That she's only ready to speak to Kabiyesi and no other person. She wants to tell Kabiyesi what happened in Ibadan, what actually happened, and that they should ask gospel. Everybody should come clean. That they should all come together and gather and come clean before Kabiyesi, so that, everything will go away. That she too, she believes, say Ikpi was crying, that she's not going to continue to hide these things. Let something not come and happen to her in Ile-Ife. That she knows that she needs to talk, and she is going to talk. She's going to open herself up. She needs to open up that it's not only them, that the elders, Elder Alakija, they should ask Elder Alakija and ask gospel what happened. What is that thing that happened in Ibadan? That they know something about it. That she only went to Ibadan when Nami had already been detained, because yes, of a truth, she didn't want them to release Naomi, but she was not the one who started everything. That gospel and Pa Alakija, Kabiyesi should summon them and ask them what happened. That she was crying. That yes, she will confess. Yes, she will confess, but she's only ready to talk to Kabiyesi. I'm going to bring him up. They do not forget that, these are all alleged, rumored, unverified information making the rounds on social media.